Hello, hello, hello! It is I, Ihlamur, and you join me for another Focus On video, where today, as you can see, we're focusing on the windmill, which is being built right now. The windmill is very important because it takes your wheat from your crop fields and your farmers. It can store up to 16 wheat in its little storage pad there, and it outputs flour after grinding the flour. It takes 3 workers to do that, and I've decided to call them Wanda the Windmill Workers. So all the W's there, and you'll see that they look very, very similar to Wendy the Well Worker and also our farmers. And I wonder if that'll get updated in the future, if they'll update those models, but we will see. Obviously, the Windmill Workers, Wanda, does not have to go anywhere. She works completely within the range of the windmill, and we'll look at how quickly she works in a little bit. But right now they're building. It's a big building. It's 4x4 plots, and as I've learned, the plots themselves are 4 meters by 4 meters. So it's a 256 square meter building, 16 by 16 meters. It's big, so it takes 17 diggers to dig out the terrain. I've yet to really dig into the diggers, pardon the pun, but it's a later stage building because it's so big, and it takes, in order to build it, some really kind of advanced materials. So you're going to need softwood beams, which obviously need a sawmill. You're going to need wooden cogs, which need a wood workshop. You need cement, which means limestone and the stone mill. And you're going to need cloth, which you do get at the beginning for the sails. But in general, this building is going to be one that you develop later in the game. Picking a site should be relatively easy as long as you've got enough room. You can build this on almost any terrain. The only ones that you can't build it on are the ones that you would expect. You can't build it in the water, you can't build it in the swamp, although you can build it in the mud surrounding the swamp. You can't build it on the cliff plateau where only the mines can go, and obviously you can't build it on the scree or the mountain or the cliff, which is relatively normal. It takes about 140 seconds or 2 minutes and 20 seconds to build your windmill, those 7 builders building away, as long as you've got all the materials available. And now we see the building has been built and we get to see the Wanders working. So of course the process starts by getting the wheat and carrying it up the planks into the grinder there, and this is a problem, the whole mill thing and the waiting, because it takes 41 seconds for this windmill to turn a sheaf of wheat into flour. And if you've got a farm, a wheat farm that's set up optimally, you're getting, let's say 14 fields, let's be conservative, 14 fields that are producing 4 sheaves of wheat every 8 minutes. That's 56 sheaves of wheat every 8 minutes. And that means that you're getting 1 sheaf of wheat every 8 or 9 seconds. So this windmill, to keep up, would have to be moving almost 5 times as fast. So maybe if the wind blew a little bit faster, because that right there, that was 41 seconds for that whole process to be accomplished. A little bit interesting that the person starts carrying the wheat before the flour gets put down, but even so, you're going to need 4 to 5 windmills to keep up with a wheat farm. So maybe it's not worth having a dedicated wheat farm. And as we get to the baker, what I think we will see is that it's worth having farms that don't just produce a unique output. And coming up on your screen now is my little cheat sheet that I've made for each of the buildings so far. This is the one for the windmill. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a lovely day playing Pioneers of Pagonia. Bye bye.